Welcome back, adventurer. Come in, come in. You made it just in time. Here, sit with me, right here at the table. I cleared a space for us. See, the candles are already lit. The parchment is laid out nice and neat, and I've got a fresh quill waiting just for you. Tonight, we're doing something a little special. We're going to start shaping your character from the tiniest spark of an idea all the way to a person you can step into, a voice you can speak with, a story you can grow inside of. But for now, we're going to move slowly, gently, like taking your first steps into a quiet guild hall where everyone is friendly and the fire is warm, and someone, me, is right here beside you to guide you through every part. You don't have to know everything yet. You don't even have to know what you want to play. We'll figure it out together, piece by tiny piece. Before we begin, take a soft breath with me. Just one, in and out. Your shoulders can soften, your hands can relax. You're not at a table with pressure or rules you have to memorize or people staring at you. You're in my cozy little tavern nook. Just you and me and the glow of lantern light dancing on the walls. No pressure, no rush. We're simply dreaming aloud and letting your character begin to take shape. Maybe you already have an idea tucked quietly in your mind, or maybe you're staring at an empty page. Either is perfect. Either is welcome. You're welcome. I'm just going to slide this sheet a little closer to you there. And we'll start whenever you're ready. And don't worry, I'll help you through every step. Gently, carefully, just like a dungeon master who's excited to see what kind of hero you're going to become. For now, just settle in. Listen to my voice. Let the candle crackle, and let the world outside fade away. We're about to begin your journey, adventurer, one soft whisper at a time. All right, adventurer, let's start shaping who you want to be. Don't worry, we'll take it slow. I'll guide your hand the whole way. First, your race. Who calls to you? If you'd like something graceful, elegant, the elves are always a beautiful choice. Though humans are wonderfully adaptable, you can make them into anything you dream. Dwarves, sturdy, proud, grounded. Halflings, warm-hearted little beams of luck. Or maybe something a bit unusual. Tieflings with their infernal charm. Or Azamar with their celestial glow. Take a deep breath and notice which one makes your heart flutter just a little. Good, good. Let's write that in. Now, your class. This is who you are when the world is watching. If you want to cast magic, wizards, sorcerers, warlocks, each with their own flavor of wonder. If you prefer bravery and steel, fighters, paladins, barbarians, bold and shining. Or maybe you like shadows. Rogues are very fun. Listen to your instincts. Are you clever, strong, mischievous, or maybe a little magical? There we go. You're doing wonderfully. Let me just write that down for you. And finally, your background. This is the life you lived before you became an adventurer. Were you a scholar, a sailor, a wanderer, a noble? Or maybe something harder, like an urchin scraping by in the alleys, a haunted one touched by something the world doesn't see. Whichever one you choose, it will shape your story beautifully. All right, that's perfect. You're really starting to take form now. You're becoming someone powerful, someone brave, someone worth telling stories about. Ready for the next step? All right, adventurer, this is the fun part. Let's find out what strengths you were blessed with and which flaws will make your story interesting. Listen to that. Nothing in the world sounds quite like dice finding their fate. We're going to roll for your ability scores now. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. These are the bones of your character, the pieces of who you are. Don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. Heroes aren't perfect, but they are interesting. Let's begin with strength. Look at that. Not too shabby. You've got some power behind those blows, or at least enough to lift a sword without dropping it. Next, dexterity. Ooh, very nice. Quick hands, quicker reflexes. You're going to be hard to catch. Literally and figuratively. And now, constitution. You're sturdier than you look. This will keep you standing when things get rough. And I'll be right here making sure you're safe too. Intelligence. Lovely. Sharp mind, perfect for planning puzzles, maybe even magic. You're clever. I knew it. Now for wisdom. Interesting. You see things others miss. Or maybe your instincts guide you where logic doesn't. Either way, it suits you. And finally, charisma. Well, looks like you're far more charming than you pretend to be. Maybe you already knew that. And that's that. Your ability scores are chosen, and they're wonderfully you. Not perfect, not predictable, but real, and that's what makes a hero. Right, let's mark them down. Now, your character is starting to truly come alive. Ready for the next step, adventurer? Alright, adventurer. Your stats are set. Your foundation is solid. Now we get to fill in the little details to make your character yours. This is where things get magical. And a little personal. Let's start with your tools. Every hero carries something they're good with, something they've practiced. Maybe you're skilled with thief's tools, fingers nimble enough to pick a lock without even thinking. Or perhaps you're trained with artisan's tools, because heroes aren't just fighters, they're creators. Whatever you choose, I want you to feel connected to it. Like it's something your character learned long before the adventure began. A little piece of their history you're carrying forward. Now, if you're a spellcaster, this part is for you. Your first spells are whispered gifts from the world, tiny pieces of magic that you chose. A cantrip or two, something simple, comforting, reliable, something that sparks in your hands like it always belonged there. Then your level 1 spells. Not too many, just enough to give you a taste of what you'll become. And don't worry, you'll learn more. I'll teach you. Next up, your natural talents, things you were born with, and the things you've trained for. Dark vision, resistance, skill bonuses. These are the little buffs that make you special. And your class features. Those are exciting. Rage, sneak attack, second wind, spellcasting, divine sense. Every class has something beautiful to it. These are your strengths, your advantages, and we'll learn how to use every single one together. Now, let's breathe some soul into your character. Tell me, are they brave, soft-hearted, stubborn, sarcastic? Maybe they're shy until they trust you, or loud until they're scared. Both are equally valid. A trait is something small, but it flavors everything they do, like saying please to monsters, or collecting shiny rocks from every town. Your ideals are what you believe in. Justice, freedom, knowledge, mischief. Ideals guide your choices, even the messy ones. Your bonds are the heartstrings. A sibling left behind, a mentor who vanished, a promise you haven't yet kept. Those are what pull you forward, even when the world gets dark. And your flaws are what make you lovable. Maybe they act before thinking, or overthink instead of acting. Maybe they trust too easily, or not at all at first. Flaws don't make them weak. Flaws make them human. There, your tools, your magic, your traits, your heart, all laid out beautifully. Your character is starting to feel real now, aren't they? Like someone you're excited to meet. And don't worry, I'll guide you the rest of the way. All right, adventurer, we're almost finished. Let's go through everything together slowly. Make sure it feels right. Name? Mm-hmm. Race? Class? Ability scores looking good. You built a very capable hero. You know that, right? Now, just a few more touches. Hit points. Armor class. Initiative modifier. There we go. And your alignment. Don't worry, alignment doesn't lock you in. It's just a starting point, a whisper of who you are at the beginning of your journey. Characters grow, change, surprise even their creators. Let's make sure your pack has everything you need. Bedroll, check. Rations, check. Flint and steel, check. Weapon. The tools you chose earlier. Feels balanced, feels ready. All that's left is your name. Sign right here. There. You're real now. You exist. Let's keep your character sheet safe, alright? I'll tuck it right in here, inside the campaign binder. Nice and snug. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to it. You worked too hard on this one. Now, before you go, let me just give you a tiny glimpse of what awaits your character. You're going to start off on a quiet road, a small, sleepy trail leading towards a lumber village tucked into the pines. The sky will be gray, soft, heavy with the promise of rain. And just as you begin your journey, you'll hear it. A distant horn. Not an alarm, but a warning. Something is stirring in the woods. Maybe it's a messenger in trouble. Maybe a runaway creature. Maybe a secret that was never meant for you. But you're an adventurer now, and the road is calling. That's enough story for tonight. The rest can wait until our first session. I'm proud of you. You made a wonderful character, and I can't wait to see where they take you. So rest up, adventurer. Your first quest begins soon. All right, adventurer. That's everything for tonight. You did such a good job. Really, you did. Creating a character can feel overwhelming. All those numbers, all those choices, but you handled it beautifully. You made someone amazing, someone brave, someone clever, someone you are going to bring to life. Thank you for spending your time with me tonight. I know your days can be long, busy, stressful, so it means a lot that you chose to unwind here with me in this little cottage in our soft, quiet world of dice and stories. You don't have to remember everything we talked about. You don't have to be perfect. The beauty of D&D is that we learn as we go. I'll guide you gently whenever you need me to. Your sheep is safe, your hero is ready, and you deserve rest. So close your eyes, let your shoulders fall, let your breath soften, and let all the worries of the day melt out of you. You've wandered far enough for tonight, adventurer. This is where you get to rest. Next time, I think we might start your very first quest. Just a little one, a soft beginning, a quiet road, a village in need, and a mystery waiting in the woods. But shh, we'll save the adventure for when you're awake. Sleep well, traveler. Your journey is only just beginning. Good night, and thank you for being here.